We're with Eric Winters at the Lot of Water. Eric, five-time designer of badminton. Fantastic experience. Wow.
Always an interesting experience designing at that very top level, and then I travel the world as a TD and course designer, and looking at how other people educate those horses to get to that level is always it's a process.
Yeah. And here at Stregom, have you been to Stregom before?
Yes, I came here about 10 years ago for a Young Rider Championship. Most interesting thing is how Martin has developed as a course designer, and how the site has developed, how he's changed some of the features on the course that, with the Lotto Water here before. When I was here as a young rider, technical delegate, this was a very small water and there was very little terrain to it. Now behind us we have the big step in, and so that brings in a different dimension to the cross-country design, which is interesting to see how he's developed as a designer, but also the site as a playground for him to do what he does and to train horses.
I think you'd measure this water in hectares.
Yeah, just about, yeah.
It's a lovely, lovely complex. Eric, your overview of the track, some lovely combinations obviously on board for the Nations Cup.
Yeah, he gets them into it really nice and easy sort of thing. The long format jumper combination at 4, which is a very simple combination, and then their second combination is more complicated, whereas with the short format they jump 3 straight fences and then they come into quite a difficult combination as their first combination, with an upright set of rails and a turn to a very skinny corner. So it's quite an intense course. I think the short course for the Nations Cup is really strong, and the long course uses very similar combinations but has more galloping and respite for the horses. I mean, the short competition I think is very much at the very top end, sharp end of the sport.
That first combination again for the Nations Cup, there is a black flag option again, as there are in a lot of the combinations, for those that again are on a what should I say, not the straight line routes.
Education comes in stages. And so it's about providing a route to look at the very top horses and to look at the education of those horses and how they deal with different things, but also to give your younger horses and your younger riders an experience of being in the teams, and maybe they take a slow route somewhere and give the horse a little bit more time to read a question. Behind us here we have a big drop to 2 angled hedges in the water, and then there's also a roll top fence, and then that goes across the water here to 2 corners on a very steep angle. Those are very difficult questions, and when you put those together as one package, it becomes very intense. Within 500 metres you've got some very difficult combinations. So that's really about course design. Neither one is particularly super difficult, but the combination of the fact that you've got to jump that combination, you have only one let-up fence and then another big combination, builds that into an intense package that's really at the very top end of the sport.
Well done, cumulative effect, if you like. And it is, Martin has always tested his horses, and the development of the facility you've seen back the years, and we look at it now in the presentation of the fences. It is a huge important part of international eventing.
Absolutely, it shows the sport off at its best. You can stand in one spot, you can watch a good deal of the cross-country course. It's a great day to come and visit. And for me, as a course designer at the very top level, I'm always looking for ideas from different places and things that you can play around with. And, I've had a great, I was here for a week on a pre-visit about 2 weeks ago when we put some of the fences out and changed a few little bits. And that's part of that TD role, is to develop the course along with the course designer. So the course designer has the ideas, but you just float questions past whether that angle's appropriate, whether it's because it's always a useful thing to have somebody to be able to discuss those things with, and so you finish up with a package that both of you are very keen on, and I think it is real, from this 4-star competition you're very capable of going to 5-star and should make a good job of it, which is very good.
Well, Eric Winters and Martin, can I ask you at the top end of the sport? Eric, thanks for that, and the best of luck for the Nations Cup here at Stregom.
Thank you very much. Thank you.